in order to address the City Council. Speaker request forms are located in the back of the council chambers. Please fill it out and deliver your completed form to the city clerk located to the right of the dais. In accordance with the Americans with Disabilities Act, please contact a staff member if you need any assistance. Public comment on a non-agenda item will take place during the citizen comment portion of the evening. These are items that don't appear on tonight's formal agenda. The mayor will call your name when it's time for you to speak. At that time, please approach the podium and tell us your name for the record. You'll have a maximum of 3 minutes. The timer is visible on the dais in front of the mayor. You may choose not to speak if other speakers have already covered your topic. Shouting, cheering, and loud noises will not be tolerated. Violators may be removed for disrupting the meeting. Buckeye City Council meetings are streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Follow the city's social media pages so you don't miss out on all that's happening in Buckeye. Thank you for coming to this meeting and being an active part of your city.
Okay, we're going to call this meeting to order. This is the City of Buckeye Council meeting for Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. We're going to begin with the invocation led by Pastor Darius Sanders from Palm Valley Church, followed by the pledge led by Vice Mayor. Would you all please stand?
Let's pray. God, thank you so much for an opportunity to start our meeting out in prayer tonight. I'm so thankful to be a part of a city that puts you first. You're a top priority. So God, as we start out in prayer today, we pray to the God who is generous, the God who says, if anyone's in need, to come talk to him. If anyone needs wisdom, come talk to our generous God. And so God, we're asking for wisdom tonight for everyone who is a part of the meeting. We're asking for wisdom for how to lead this city in a way that honors you, and wisdom for what it is you're calling us to do. God, it's so incredible that the city has been here for so long, and yet we remember our roots. Our roots are deep in you. So, Father, I pray that you give us great wisdom for what's going on and what's going to be happening economically, the things that are being brought into the city, that you'd give us the funds for that as well. You're so generous, and we thank you for providing in that way. God, I pray that we as a city would continue to feel more and more united, because I know that unity honors you. So God, may tonight be a blessing. And everyone who's a part of tonight, may we walk away from here knowing that you did something special tonight, because we invited you right in the center of all that we do. So we love you, and we thank you for what you're going to do for your great glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Would you join me, please, with our Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America,
and to the
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you both. Can we have the roll call, please?
Yonker.
Here.
Councilmember Berry.
Here.
Councilmember Goodman.
Present.
Councilmember Hegestad. Here. Councilmember Beard.
Here.
Vice Mayor Hustis.
Here.
Mayor Osborne.
Present, thank you very much. Item number 2 is comments from the public. Members of the audience may comment on any non-agenda item of interest. And I have one speaker request card. Subject is Wreaths Across America. And Mr. Brian McCachran, please come on up. And we had talked, do you know about how long you'll go?
Mr. Mayor, I'm going to be very quick on it, and then I'm going to encourage you guys to reach out to me with questions and comments afterwards. 3 minutes, I understand. Anybody that knows me, I don't breathe in 3 minutes very easy, so I appreciate just a little bit of grace. But
Yes, I just want to offer that up. I want to just make a little bit of concession. Don't feel strict tied to that 3 minutes.
If it was strict, he couldn't do it, Mr. Mayor.
Right, yes. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. McCachran.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Vice Mayor, members of the council, my name is Brian McCachran, 20930 West Cora Vista, Buckeye, Arizona, 85396. I'm here tonight to talk to you about a great upcoming event, Wreath Across America. This is a nationwide event. It will started historically at Arlington National Cemetery. We do it in conjunction with it. Will be December the 13th, 9 o'clock in the morning at Butler Hazelton Cemetery, where we have 810 plus veterans from our community buried. This event will have volunteers, family members come with sponsored wreaths to lay at the headstones of our veterans, and a ceremony to follow to honor these veterans during Christmas time. These wreaths will be there through the Christmas holiday and picked up sometime early January, and we'll work with it. We have had contact with city staff through the Community Services Department, rock stars, each and every one of them, and they have gone above and beyond to make sure that we have the resources from them. I do want to, everybody's great, Robert Weiser and the whole crew, but Mark Bianco, I have dealt with time and time again on community events, rock star, and I just want to bring that forward. We are only wanting to ask you guys to become very aware of it. If you go to this little QR code, at the bottom there, there's a ton of resources on there that talks exactly about the history of it. It talks about how it came to be. $17 is all it costs to sponsor a wreath. That's 100% goes to the making of that wreath, transportation here. There's not any overage, there's no overhead, volunteer services. What we need from you is to help us spread the word. What we would ask from you is to be part of the ceremony that we have on December the 13th, and volunteer if you have a heart to do so. And there'll be more information on that. I do want to point out Jennifer Eastman Chavez, retired sergeant with the Phoenix Police Department. She is the person that had seen this as a nationwide event, understood that we need this in our community, has done a huge amount of groundwork to make sure that it's happening. We have 810 wreaths that need to be sponsored. We're in that 400 mark now, and that's 100% because of her. And so if you guys could give us a hand, spread the word wide on there. The only other thing I also want to point out that I think is very cool, if you have a teacher in your family, you know a teacher, go on here. Part of it is honor, remember, teach. On the teach side of it, if you go in, there are lesson plans for every grade from kindergarten through high school. That is a complete lesson plan, and each one of those lesson plans is American history, flag protocol, Race Across America, Flag Day, different heritage month classes, that it is a whole worksheet that if I was a teacher, and I have many in my family, it's an easy syllabus just to put into effect. I understand no questions tonight. If any of you have any questions, a lot of you know how to reach me. Please call me 24 hours a day, and we'd love for you guys to be a part. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Appreciate you bringing that to our attention. And this is all broadcast also, so people should be seeing this on Facebook. Ms. Eastman, did you want to come up and speak? You weren't planning on it, and I know I'm putting you on the spot, and I know there's nothing more than you would love than...
Long-winded than Brian. So Race Across America has a couple different components with it. So they highly encourage everybody to come out and participate as a volunteer. We encourage everybody to come out and support the cause. Everything is donated. So if you see the truck coming into Buckeye that says Race Across America on it, the truck, the fuel, the driver are all donated. And so that $17 for the wreath doesn't go to any of that overhead. But one of the unique things with Race Across America, if you happen to be a nonprofit, anybody in the audience that would like to participate, if you are a nonprofit in good standing with the IRS, you can submit to be a group and fundraise on our behalf. $5 of every wreath, $17 of every wreath that you sponsor, you get $5 of that back. Since 2014, Race Across America has donated back $22 million to nonprofits in the United States supporting our cause. So we would love to not only have you help us, but we also want to help you. So if you know of a nonprofit, right now we have Main Street Coalition and the VFW here locally that are our groups that are helping us fundraise. We'd love to grow that number. Any overage that we collect between now and November 28th will go into next year. So that money will be good continuously, and we would love to make this an annual event and incorporate it into some of the other veteran events that we do on an annual basis here in Buckeye. So no questions, so that makes it easy, but we are just excited to do it. Councilman Hustis has been a big supporter, along with the Patriotic Committee and all of our veteran organizations here in town. City of Buckeye has just come through amazingly for us, so thank you for all of the staff that have come through. Thank you.
Great. Thank you both. Yep.
Just a quick comment. While both Brian and Jennifer were talking, I hit the QR code and bought 5 wreaths. So awesome job. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
Did you use your P card for that, or is that? No? Okay, thank you. Thanks again for presenting that. Okay, next on the agenda is awards, presentations, and proclamations. Item 3A, recognition of Buckeye's state legislative delegation for their collaboration and support for the city and its residents during the Arizona 57th Legislature first regular session. Mr. John Rader.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. For the record, my name is John Rader. I'm the Chief Government Affairs Officer for the City of Buckeye. Each year, I have the privilege of recognizing our state legislators for their partnership and their service to our community. President Theodore Roosevelt reminded us that the credit belongs to the one in the arena. And like our council, our legislators step into that arena every day. They take on difficult, often contentious policy issues on behalf of the people that they serve. We may not agree on every bill, and there are times when we are confronted with setbacks, but they continue to work valiantly for the Buckeye and are always willing to listen to our concerns. With their help, 2025 was a successful year for the city at the legislature. Together, we passed monumental ag to urban water legislation, reached a reasonable compromise on food tax policy, elevated resident voices on housing legislation, pushing back on proposals that would minimize local input and control, worked to enhance sober living home regulations that improve safety for residents, and advance critical infrastructure transportation funding so I-10 widening can begin this fiscal year, improving safety, reducing congestion, and supporting economic growth. On behalf of the City of Buckeye, thank you to our legislators for your accessibility, your problem solving, and for standing in the arena with us on water, housing, public safety, and transportation. We look forward to continuing this work and continuing to dare greatly together in the session ahead. At this time, Mayor, I'd ask you to please join me in front of the dais as we recognize our legislators who are here this evening. So, Senator Dunn is on his way, so I was never so excited to hear about wreaths across America. So, and also walk slowly, Mayor. Joining us this evening, we have Representative Michael Carbone. Representative Carbone, if you'd like to come forward, we have a plaque for you.
Wait, everybody is scattering behind you. We don't want to be in the background. Okay, good. Do you want to stay up here and we can do a group photo with everybody too?
Sure. Representative Nick Cutler. And Representative Mariana Sandoval. Yes. All right, at this time, let's do a group picture. I was really hoping Senator Dunn was going to walk in the door, but we'll catch him afterwards. Walk slow. Walk slow. Yeah, Council, if you would like to please join us at the front as well.
Gotta get all these pretty faces in here. Well, that wasn't surprising.
Do you guys want the boxes that come with this? It's just a cardboard box. The way I said it, I'm like, I should clarify.
It's a heavy duty car.
Yeah.
It's a nice car.
Very practical. Mr. Rader, Mr. Norman, are we going into photo as well too? I believe we should. Okay, we got it. Okay, we're a little heavy on this side, let's see, there we go. That's what very exciting.
Suck it in.
Not that heavy. All right, everybody smile. Got it.
Well, I hope Representative Dunn doesn't come in right now. Otherwise, we all got to walk really quickly back down to take the picture. Just want to ditto everything that John had said. We greatly appreciate every single one of you, and it is an impossible task to make everybody happy at the legislature. We just ask that you make us happy at the legislature, but we appreciate how hard every single one of you works on the issues that are specific to the city of Buckeye. I know we blow you all up constantly, and John and Damien, who do such a fantastic job at keeping up those relations and make sure we're letting you all know what is really important to the city of Buckeye and what maybe our non-negotiables are in the city. We're grateful for you listening to us. That has not always happened in the past, and I know, like John said, we're not going to agree on everything, but every single one of you have worked toward finding some kind of compromise to making good things happen, not only for the city of Buckeye, but for the state of Arizona, and that's incredibly important. So thank you for the thankless work that you all do, and please keep up the great work this next year. And we'll be calling soon, so thank you. Yeah, I think we can. All right, council. Item number 4 is consent agenda items and new business. Approval of items on the consent agenda. All items with an asterisk are considered to be routine matters and will be enacted by one motion and vote of the city council. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member requests. This section may include the approval of minutes from previous meetings. Council, for the consent agenda items, what is your pleasure?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve consent agenda items 4A as in Adam through 4I as in Ida.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for the approval of the consent agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? And consent agenda passes unanimous. Item number 5, comments from the mayor and council. Do I have any comments from any of my colleagues tonight?
Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, Vice Mayor.
I would just like to emphasize also about the wreaths over America, across America. You know, I've been involved with this since we started it here, since Jennifer started it here. She's the one that brought it to the city. She's the one that's a push behind it. And I support her 100%. Brian McCackran is also involved in that. And it's just something I think that people need to understand, that these wreaths will be placed on the graves, on the headstones in our cemetery. It's our cemetery. And I think we need to get out and get people to support it. Get your corporations, get your businesses, get them to spend $50. You know, get them to contribute something towards these wreaths. So that's all I've got, sir.
I appreciate that, Vice Mayor.
Real quickly, on that, Ms. Eastman mentioned earlier that the Main Street Coalition is going to be working with them to fundraise for that event. And coming up not tomorrow, but the next Wednesday, they're going to be doing a bingo event at Casa de Leyvas. On all the proceeds from that, I'm going to support Wreaths Across America to help get that accomplished.
Awesome. Okay, thank you both. I just want to, I don't see either of them here, so we can talk real nice about them and it won't go to their head. John Rader and Damian Dorame have done an exceptional job at the. They have delivered some really difficult messages to the legislature and expressed our extreme support for some things and our extreme disappointment in other things that are happening at the legislature. And they are the two that we send into the fire every day when the legislature is in session. And they are the ones that are speaking at committee and making sure that those committees understand exactly what we are for and not for. And it is a very, very difficult task, but they do it incredibly well and represent the city of Buckeye well. So big thanks to our intergov department, John and Damian, and for the outstanding work that they do, not only at the legislature, but those intergovernmental relationships that we have with our neighboring cities and cities across the Metro Phoenix area. Actually, from the federal government all the way on down to the local governments and school districts that are surrounding us. So grateful that we have two high performers like that on our team and making things happen. Okay, item number 6, city manager's report and summary of current events.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor, members of the council, a couple updates. We held our 85th annual Halloween Carnival in downtown. Community feedback was overwhelmingly positive. We praising us for our improvements to the layout, organization, traffic flow, and our social media campaign. A few numbers from the event. We had nearly 6,000 attendees. $43,000 was raised and distributed to 75 local nonprofit partners. There were 178,000 views on social media. 200 new social media followers, 55 volunteers worked a total of 300 hours on the event, and the most important piece, 72,000 pieces of candy were distributed throughout the event. So another successful Halloween event. Also last week, we hosted our second Reduce the Commute Job Fair of the year, the second one of the year. 45 employers representing diverse sectors, including distribution, logistics, manufacturing, healthcare, retail, education, utilities, and government were there. We had approximately 700 job seekers who were given multiple on-site interviews with 60 candidates forwarded on for additional next step interview processes with those companies. I really want to express my thanks to our city employees that not only supported the logistics of the event, but were also on-site recruiting for job opportunities for the city itself. Something in the future, our annual GAIN event will be held on Saturday, November 8th at the Lowe's on Watson from 5 to 8. There will be food trucks, local vendors, animal rescues, and public safety displays. And then the final item I have is the artwork that we have on display behind me here in the council chambers was created by 8th graders from Buckeye Elementary working with art students from Buckeye Union High School. These art displays are a result of our ongoing partnerships with our local school districts to showcase creativity of our students in a public setting. This is the second one of those displays. And one of the items back here has the 6-7 on it. And if you look at it, you can figure out exactly what 6-7 means and tell the rest of us in the next council report. That is all I have for this evening.
Doug, can you just give the figure one more time on how much money was raised and given back to nonprofits?
$43,000 was raised and distributed to 75 local nonprofits that were participating in the event.
I think that is awesome, and that's been a part of, I think, the Halloween Carnival from the very beginning, if I understand that correctly. It's not just a get-together either at the park, as it used to be, or on Main Street. There's fundraising that's happening, and all that goes back to these nonprofits. It's just an awesome event for the city of Buckeye. I sure appreciate that going on, and was done very, very well this year. Thank you, Doug. All right, item 7 is proposals for future agenda items. Are there any from council? I'm seeing none. Item number 8, with nothing else on the agenda, we are adjourned.